containers because they beep. The frequency of the beep increases as they close in proximity to you, you know?
Yes.
And then when they get close enough, they'll explode. And if they kill you with an explosion, they'll blow your weapons like tens of meters away, and I've never found them when that happens. However, your body might be blown apart, but you may still find like some of your containers, like in other words, your pack, your fanny pack, your like a plate carrier if you have one of those, your holster, you know. So you may be able to still find those containers and the gear that's in them, you know, where you died.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it's a little snowy right now. So
I'm a little naked right now.
okay, so the first thing you can craft by finding 2 stones. So if you find a clump of stones, search it. Look at it. It'll tell you what key you use to search. And then tab is your inventory screen. And then you want to take those 2 stones. All they have to do is be in your vicinity. And then go to the crafts screen. Find the improvised stone knife. And then craft a stone knife.
So I'm napping a knife.
Yeah. Okay, so if you go to M, what sector are you in?
Well, I'm in the sector called SCUM Load Update 04 after doing the character creation.
Oh, okay. Oh, now did you finalize your character?
Yeah, I created it.
Okay. How much engineering skill did you give him?
Probably not very much at all. I
Oh,
started from the top and worked my way down. Everything's got basic. I got medium on rifles and something else.
okay. So, I think you may be able to create like tier 1, the bottom tier items,
Mm-hmm.
but you won't be able to create like some higher tier items. And what's kind of silly is you may have trouble refueling vehicles and jump starting or charging vehicles.
Okay,
So
jump starting I can see taking some talent, but refilling?
yeah, I know it's stupid, but I don't know. Anyway, I've complained about it. Hopefully they address it in the future, but I guess you might think of it like the fact that some of these convicts, maybe they come from cities, but yeah, it's kind of
And
stupid.
walking from place to place. My
Yeah.
guy looks like he's from that what is it? The Spanish gang that kills people and has tears in their eyes. He's got tattoos everywhere.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see, squad.
It'd be cool if you could have a John Wick in this game. That would be really cool.
Seamly
Give him a
toads.
pistol and a shotgun and rifle and what else does he use? He uses like a rope, a pencil. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, what's that?
John Wick. If you had John Wick in this game,
Yeah. Oh, could he have a pencil?
and I need to dress up inside a nice tux with body armor on it. Okay, it looks like I've got a green thing here. I'm on a hillside that drains into a lake. There's a village. It looks like there's a sunken vessel next to an island.
Okay,
There's a lighthouse.
what sector are you in?
I
Sounds like
am.
you're south.
There's a red dot. Is that me? I'm in
Yeah,
sector B4.
B4. Yeah, okay, so you're kind of south. All right. So now know this, that the puppets cannot go through windows, but sometimes they glitch through building walls or maybe doors. So if you can get into a building that doesn't have a puppet in it, you can be safe. But now, once you have the improvised knife, you can go to one of the bushes with the longer, thin branches, cut that down, and then from the long wooden sticks, you can make an improvised wooden spear. So,
Gotcha.
and you can have like one spear in each of the long horizontal holster places, like shoulder holster places on the right of your inventory.
Hmm.
So you could have like a spear on each side, and then you could have a spear in your hand, if you take the knife and then put it in your pocket. Now, you can,
It looks like it's going to be a learning process, the same as you had last night.
yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to come up with a squad name real quick.
It could just be like the Scum guys or something.
Let's see.
So I'm going to get puppets that I can cut brush. Sure, why not?
How about just hard timers?
Ah, pick up a long wooden stick. It's a log and a small wooden stick. I guess it's going to be for arrows. Oh, that's kind of neat. Okay, so now we go back to crafting, and I have a stone and a wooden sword, huh? That looks kind of neat. Ready for this. A wooden plank, piece of rubber, rope, and a knife. Hammer, stone, axe. Did you say you wanted me to make an axe or a spear? What was the deal there?
You could make an axe if you want, but a wooden spear gives you nice range for keeping the puppets at bay. Just like the spear you were using in
I need
7
to have
Days to Die.
rope for a spear.
No. Oh, do you? No, I don't think so. No, not for the simple improvised wooden spear. All it does is you
Ooh,
sharp
cutting stone.
you sharpen one end with the knife of the long wooden stick. So you'll need the long wooden stick and you'll need
Yes.
the knife to craft it.
Right. So I've got a one wooden stick on my back, and it's already there. Oh,
Okay.
wait. I'm missing it.
I need a horse for our symbol. Is there a horse in here? There's a duck. I don't think that's quite what we're going after.
Hmm.
A turtle.
Well, if I click on this.
What about the It kind of looks like the fort from. I'll go with this gear. Kind of looks like the fort from. Okay, then background. Our the Cav flag. Does the diagonal slash in the Cav flag, does it start from the upper left and go down to the lower right, or does
No,
it?
it's lower left to upper right, and then
Ah,
it's white on top and red on the bottom.
thank you. You're awesome.
Or red on top, white on the bottom. Hold on a second. I want to call this up.
Need white, and
Uh,
then
cavalry flag.
red. I
Yeah,
think.
it's red on top and white on the bottom, and it can be diagonal left to right, from lower left to upper right, but usually it's top and bottom. It's a half, like Scouts Out. So
So it's lower left to upper right.
yes, or
Okay.
and red on top, white on the bottom, or you can also just bifurcate the flag. No skill, practice bomb. Ooh, those are nice. I can create a small bundle of wooden sticks. Ooh, a fire drill. That's nice. I can create some bullets.
Okay, so
I can create a wooden club. No, I'm missing something here.
all right, so let's see, B4. Okay, I know where you are. It's
Yeah.
going to take me a little while to get there. Are you on the coastline?
I am next to a road which goes around the lake.
Around a lake?
Yeah. So there's
Oh, I think I know where you are. So are you in the
um,
lower right corner?
so if you see the yellows and the whites, the lines there,
Yeah.
I am right there, right between this yellow thing that looks like a dog's head or something like that,
Oh,
and
yeah.
B4 on the north side of this cove that's next to me.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right, so you're in the upper left corner, basically.
Uh, close to center. Yeah.
Oh,
Something like
oh,
that.
okay. All right. Okay, so I'm headed there. Let's see. Um,
All right. Bit of
okay,
crafting.
so how many spears do you have?
Quad. Hard timers. How did we get here? Which one is it that we can't
Oh,
keep
hard
selecting?
timers. Can you join it?
I don't know. I'm going to double click on it. Oh, it says 844 on it.
Oh, that's my fame points, I think.
Hmm.
So you can't join it yet, or
Uh, nope. Cannot join it.
okay.
I don't have
All
any
right,
option
so
for that.
I'm gonna come to you then.
Is there going to be like eating too? Great.
Now,
Fence.
in that area, you have sometimes there are gardens around that you can get produce
Get food
from.
from, yeah.
Yeah, and you've got olive bushes around there, and but I think a lot of olives will raise your sodium levels up high. Now, if you
Oh,
clip,
could be.
all right, so I'm on the way. It's going to be a while, but I got plenty of fuel, so.
Oh, make holsters. That's right. Holsters have the small stick and the big stick. I've got a stone in my hand. Back to crafting again. Alright, so I could create this. Not that. I can create an improvised hammer. Not that. Not that. It's so irritating. Why don't I make this rope and rags?
Now, one bug that sometimes happens is that your item will appear to disappear from your inventory, but the way to, if you think it's still there, it probably is. So what you have to do is take another item and try to move it in the space where the disappeared item is, and then it will reappear.
Sneak.
Let's see. The other thing is, this game is like really bad about you dropping items that are really important to you that you have in your hands, and that happens when you have no space to stow it. Either that, or the game doesn't default the item to like a very good place, So then it acts like it thinks there's no space for it to go, so then it drops it on the ground. So if you hear the sound of an item like hitting the ground, you want to check to see if you did drop it on the ground. But if it sounds like cloth rustling, then it probably stowed the item, in your inventory. But as you gain more inventory space, which
Right, with a backpack, for instance.
yeah, And painkillers, you got to be careful with those because I have overdosed to death with those.
That sounds like I'm ready to go.
Yeah, and I didn't have any activated charcoal tablets, and I didn't know that you could induce vomiting, so I just died. My health kept dropping, and I just died. I tried
But you
every.
felt good?
What's that?
But you felt good?
Oh yeah. So right now I'm going from the upper or the northeast corner of the whole map where my base is, and I'm taking the to the west. I'm taking this yellow roadway that's roughly straight, which I call the Autobahn because it's like one of the few roads where you can really put the pedal to the metal and get top speed. So that'll take me to the biggest city on the map, and but I'll pass through there, and oh man, and I'll pass through there, and then head your way. Oh man, man, I can't tell you how long. I mean, it's been like a year and a half that I've been trying to find somebody who will play this with me.
Just have to catch me at the right time. I don't mind.
I mean, I play this game more than Arma now because this world is so much, even though it's smaller, it's so much more interactive and alive than Arma is. And and your character itself is so much more interactive. You've got to look out for your health, you know, and watch your nutrition and so what I like about it is it forces you to do tasks, and and being forced to do tasks lowers your alertness level, right? So then it's more like real life, like when you were at JRTC and still had to do your job, but meanwhile the Op 4 is like looking for you, you know, wants to take you out. And then the Sergeant Major is telling you to put your camo BDU top on to maintain your camo, but you're like, it's too hot, so you take it back off as soon as he leaves.
And he comes back.
Yeah.
So I had a sharpened stone, and then somehow I've misplaced it somehow, and I'm in fisticuffs mode.
Okay, so if you now with the okay, so you've got on the left you've got the items you wear and their inventory slots. On the right, or right of that, there's a strip of the items that you wear, and then the next place at the top is items that are in in your vicinity.
Here's my
So
stone knives. So I created them. They're in stone knife.
yeah, so then you
So
could
I
put.
highlighted them. They turn red.
Well, they may not fit in because in this the items have variable size, you know, so they larger items will take up more spaces. So a knife, I think, takes up 2 slots.
I got knives on the ground, which is nice, but I've got this stone inside my thing here, and I can throw it.
So you want to keep your eyes open for puppets because they roam around, kind of shamble around, and if you crouch, that'll give you more stealth.
Crouch is what key? Z?
It might be C.
There we
That's
go.
what
C.
I've bound it to. Oh my gosh, the stutters in this city are really bad.
Yeah, I'm just having a problem right now organizing my inventory because when I create a knife where I do anything, I should be able to just drag and drop it into my quick access, right?
Oh yeah, your quick access. It doesn't actually put it in the quick access. That's just like a hot key, you know.
Mm.
So
I
it
drag
still
and put
has
in
to
my
be
hands.
stored somewhere.
Okay, I put it in my hand. Got it. So now go up here. Uh,
Okay, trying to get out of the city. Oh, okay, I think I'm across the water now. Oh my gosh, the stutters. Okay, I think I can get out of here now.
I'm using my stone knife on a tree. I think I'm just getting myself tired.
Yeah, you'll want something more like an axe for a tree.
But I require a rope in order to assemble those.
Now
So how am I going to make?
you can use like ill-fitting tools for doing some tasks, but you want the optimal tool for that task for the best performance. Okay, so I'm almost. Okay, so I'm headed away from the town towards the south, away from the city.
All right, in order to cut with my stone knife, I have to go to some small saplings or brush.
Yeah, there's like a bush that has like long, I don't know what you want to call it, stalks or whatever. And then from that you can usually get the long wooden sticks.
Yeah, so I've got that, but I need to have some binding material here.
Oh yeah, I think it's the short wooden sticks. You can, if you right click on those, I think you can make a sort of rope out of those, I think. It might be the small wooden logs, I'm not sure.
Craft tinder, craft wooden arrow. That's cool. Cut into small sticks, craft improvised wooden spear.
But if you go to an item that you want to craft,
Yes.
it'll tell you what items you need to make it.
All right, so now now I have these are
Oh man.
I now have an improvised wooden spear. Good.
Okay, good.
That's how you do it. So once you put it in the holster, you right click on it, and you got some options. When I have a rock in my hand with the small wooden stick, I could create I could create arrowheads or small sticks. But when I don't have a rock in my hand, I can't make any changes. Interesting.
Yeah, in time you get a feel for like whether an item just needs to be in your proximity or whether it needs to be in your hand, in order to craft it.
But
Sometimes
how much of proximity is? I have all these resources right next to me.
yeah, you'll know if the item disappears, then it's not in your proximity. If it disappears from your vicinity section in the up top.
Right. Getting fame points for crafting. Sure as hell I'm not killing anybody. Alright, so if I was to stand next to one of these guys here, and go here, and right click here, now I have to have it in my hand or something. Go to crafting. Go ahead and craft a sharp stone.
Now, if you hear growling, I don't think you'll have any wolves there. But
yes, there we go. So I've crafted the basic materials, and I right click on small stick and I have options. So if I was to go and grab some other blocks, I guess we're all blocks here, right? Let's go over here, bottom. I'll go to crafting. Big stone and axe head. Small chunk of rock. There we go. Go and craft this. The roll is my crafting bench. Alright, and now right click on this fella. No, I can just create tinder or with an arrow. Let's create tinder. Oh my god. This is going to be like 30 or 40 seconds.
I'm getting closer.
Are my skills going up from doing the crafting?
Yeah, it should be earned. Yeah.
So that's some stuff.
And I think that the lower your skill level is, the easier it is to rank it up.
Here's some good. Alright, so if I was to start here, and when I was to go to craft, where's the fire? Oh, I need a drill. Create a couple of sticks. There we go. Fire drill. Okay. Okay, now let's go to inventory. And my hand is empty. So if I was to take my fire drill,
Okay, I'm almost to the dog's head.
and you'll see me at one point. So there's nothing in my hand now. I had tinder in my hand, but now I don't know where I am. Short stick here. Inventory crafting. Improvise stab-proof vest. That would be cool. Let's make a bundle of sticks.
Oh, wow, the view is nice here. Not sure. Oh, okay, so you saw a lighthouse out in the water, right?
Over on the left-hand side of me. Yeah, I'm uphill from this thing here. I'm not paying attention to you. I'm just like looking at stuff in the crafting.
Yeah, okay, so I'm close, right. I think.
Right, so I'm right next to the road. The road bends. There's a housing on my left, and there's housing on my right down the road at the tip.
Okay, so if you look
if
at
you're driving on the road, you'll see me.
If you look at the dog's head, I'm on the back of its neck at the bottom of its neck. That bend there.
Right, I'm over the hill from you.
Over the hill?
Yeah, so
Are you north, south, east, or west?
I'm how's it look here? And I am directly west of you. So I'm over the hill. There's a hill right to your left.
Okay. So I'm gonna head down there.
I hear a motor. Oh, that's still the smaller noise. There you are. I made a spear.
Where are you?
I'm coming uphill.
Oh, I see you. Okay.
How about now? Do you see me?
Yeah. So I'm gonna hop
That's
out
not
for
very
a second.
effective.
I want to see if I can right-click on you. Hold F. Invite to squad. Okay.
A?
Okay, I sent you an invite to the squad.
How am I going to do this with my mouse?
Go to tab
Oh,
and then the
yeah, that's
squad tab.
exactly what I do. Yes.
All right, awesome.
Yay.
Okay, so now I see your name tag above your head. All right, so we've got a supply drop we can grab back at base. So
Okey-dokey.
so check the vehicle inventory by clicking tab and then you see a truck there, and you could double click on the truck.
Inventory. Truck. Ooh.
So take that axe, because that's one of the most useful items.
Improvised tire repair kits.
Oh, and then take the assault pack.
Gun. There's an axe. So I take the axe and stick that on my shoulder.
Yeah, and
And
then
there's an assault pack.
yeah, equip the assault pack.
Double click on it or just.
If you right click on it, I think
Ah.
it'll allow
I
you
think I
to
have it.
equip it. Okay.
Good. You
All
got a
right.
bunch of nifty shit in here.
Oh, it gets better. So, unfortunately, I've had some major setbacks recently, so I lost some good stuff. All right, and then just hop in the vehicle.
All
Oh,
right.
and look up first.
Oh, too late.
Can
Is that
you?
one of those drones?
Yeah, that's a.
He was following you, man. I never saw that one before. I
So,
got 52 fame points now.
all right.
All right. Goodbye, my first home.
So we're going to a supply drop back near our base, and
So now when I pick up stuff automatically, it's going to go into my backpack, and then I can just transfer it to places.
I think it will. I'm not sure. How things default to what space they default to is kind of. I don't quite understand the logic of it all the time yet.
This is pretty. So you're doing this instead of Arma?
Yeah. It's just I feel more invested in my
Raiding your
character in
land.
this game. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
this game like will make you not want to die.
So respawn points. With the other one we played, it was putting down a sleeping bag.
Yeah, now you'll be able to put down a bed when you get back to the base. You could do it anywhere, but you want to put it at the base. That way you can have access to all the equipment.
But
Because
if you're assaulting something, you would want to have it forwarding your assault.
yeah, it's just
Is that a
and
puppet?
you're right. Yeah, these are puppets. I'm just
You ran right through them.
yeah, I know. It usually makes a like an impact sound, and they express some pain, but it might be network related, you know.
Well, that's not very good.
Yeah, I don't tend to get a lot of points for hitting them when my fame is this high, or it might be in my levels this high. Let's see. Okay, so need to go this way.
So if we have other people join the server, are they going to be combatants or are they going to join them? Because I saw that there were two squads.
Yeah, I did see that other squad there. They will probably be hostile. We could attempt to be friendly to them, but it's it's real dicey because they want what we have, and they've met people who have backstabbed them in the past, probably.
So how
So,
do they get on this server then?
because it's a public server, so anyone can, come.
Gotcha. So you're paying $14 a month for a public server that anyone can get onto.
Yeah,
All right.
because I have okay, when you craft like buildings,
Mm-hmm.
you have something called a blueprint, and the blueprint will stay where you place it, and and it won't turn into the item you're crafting until you fulfill all the requirements. But the blueprints tend to last only, I think, a couple weeks or something, but I've got it
Right.
set on this server so that they last 6 months,
Oh, nice.
because I want the things I do in this world to last, a long time.
So if you have a long construction project and you get back to it in 6 months, you're still good.
Yeah.
Or are you saying that after construction, whatever it was goes away?
In some cases, yeah. Like I've got signs that I've put up to inform players if they come across them, and having the expiration date, if you will, set out 6 months means that the signs should last about 6 months. Otherwise, they might only last a couple weeks, and I don't want that,
Right.
The risk is that if there are a lot of players and they go putting blueprints everywhere, it may lag the server, bog it down. But I
Should you
don't.
rather have just like instances so that it only gets, you know, realized when you come into a certain area, like within like 200 meters?
Yeah, I'm not sure how that seems to be how the game handles that sort of thing. But I'm not certain. I'm not one of the devs, so all I
What
know
about
is I
over
want
at
the.
Federal? Like this bunch of buildings on the left, could you just go in there and fortify that? And
Yes, yes. Because yeah, if there are structures that are already built, you save yourself some resources by using those. Plus, the permanent buildings are not destructible the way base elements are. You know.
so you're saying you can't blow up a building, or you can't start farming a building for resources?
No, not like in 7 Days to Die. So that's one thing that's pretty cool about 7 Days to Die, and also how the zombies in 7 Days to Die will, they'll basically bash their way into the building to get to you. So that's a cool thing. No, I gotta.
Will they bash their way into your truck? It looks like
Oh,
they want to interact with it.
I gotta.
You ran through several of them.
Yeah, I gotta get turned around here.
Don't fall into that ditch.
Yeah, no. This is like the starting town in single player, so I know this town pretty well.
I hit him. He's still flying.
Okay, I'm gonna head in the right
Should there be
direction
like a
though.
little mini map in the corner that you could like look at while you're driving? That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I'd also like to have, when you're in a sector, I'd like to have a more detailed, larger scale. Um, Now, if you want, you can hop in this
Police truck?
police SUV, yeah, and
Hmm?
take it back to the base.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then.
Let's look out for puppets and make sure that.
So if I was to be jumped, I would press
Get
one,
yeah, get in the vehicle.
and then
Get
bow
in.
bow bow.
Don't
Never
wait.
mess
Get
around.
in the vehicle, dude. There's wolves, man.
There is.
Yeah, there's wolves in this game, and they're kind of OP at the moment.
All right,
So,
so I got no battery.
oh,
Well,
no,
it's very small charge.
okay. It should be enough. Go ahead, start.
What's the button for starting?
Just press W. Go forward. Is your driving skill pretty low?
Don't
No,
know.
there you go.
Oh, there
Okay.
we go.
So now it will charge while you drive it. So, okay. So we're going to follow me, and we're going to take
This is
this
cool as hell.
we're going to
How do I
take
turn the lights on?
X, I think. But you don't want to leave your lights on because it'll drain the battery. And then also you've got a horn. Let me see where that is in the options. Controls, combat, weapons, vehicles, horn, try H.
Oh, well, let's take off. I see my battery's going up. Does the battery go down over time?
Yeah. So it'll go down so much just by sitting there, and it'll go down. It'll get drained by leaving accessories, vehicle accessories on. But
Definitely won't do that.
hit H. Hold it down. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take this slow.
I'll be right behind you.
Okay, and leave some space in case there's network rubber banding, you know?
Otherwise, we go bumpy, bumpy.
Yeah. Okay, and here's one of my signs.
Okay.
Okay, we want to blow right by this gas station because there's IED puppets here.
Oh, okay.
So just follow me.
They're ID puppets that go bang.
Yeah, try to avoid them as much as possible.
And when do you find? Oh, you hear them tinky, tinky. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if I'm headed. Yeah, we're headed in the right direction. Now that SUV has less traction than this pickup truck, so it gets a
Because
little.
of the tires.
Well, it's because it gets slippery. You know, it's got less traction, so you could like spin out real easy.
Oh, I'm sure not to do that.
Yeah. So.
This is the coolest thing about myself in a truck. I feel like Mad Max.
And if you see puppets, just run them over. It's just the beeping ones you got to watch out for.
Okay. This is called SCUM, and I'm. Mom wants me out. Can we get to a safe spot so I can pause the game?
Let's see. Yeah. I think just up here.
All right. So I'll be back. Hold on.
Okay.
Pause the game. That's fun. It's done.
So, if you're watching the stream, I finally convinced a friend to try out SCUM. He's one of my old Army buddies from back in the days when I was young, and goes by the name CavScout because he was a 19 Delta Cavalry Scout in the Army, and we were in an air cavalry squadron in Alaska, and so we would ride helicopters in to our areas of operation. And whereas typically cavalry scouts ride in armored vehicles, armored scout vehicles, so lots of Cav Scouts didn't like Alaska too much because there was at the time no armor up in Alaska. In at least in the regular army, I'm not sure about the National Guard or the Army Reserves, but yeah, so they felt like they didn't really have much of a job in Alaska. But Cav Scout here, he was pretty flexible. He hung in there and found his niche in our squadron, and it helped that we eventually got a first sergeant who was he was a 19 Delta, but different letter classification at the end because of his higher rank, and so Cav Scout here had a first sergeant who was his occupational specialty. So there's a sense of brotherhood there between people who do the same job, and who are combat arms like he was. Me, I was human resources because I am colorblind, so the Army doesn't have a lot of jobs for people who are colorblind, or at least it didn't at the time. I'm not sure how that's changed, if it has. But, I still did like quite a bit of soldiering and going out to the field, just like all the other guys in the squadron, because, they still needed bodies to do chores out there in the Alaskan tundra. So, I'm not sure if that's the appropriate term for where we would go. Might not have been actually tundra, but I think they did say that if you were to dig down far enough in the soil, you would reach what they called permafrost, where the ground was just permanently frozen even during the warmer parts of the year. And I'm not sure if that's true either. A lot of this is like oral tradition, things you would hear from other soldiers who had been there before you. So, anyway, so we're just waiting for him to come back. And fortunately, this is a nice, quiet place.
Uh,
Hey,
Alrighty. My
all good?
wife says that I have to stop playing for a while and keep her company.
Okay. Um,
So I can either get out of the car here, or I
Uh,
could stay in the car and take it with me and come back with the car.
yeah, you could actually despawn right here, and and I could do the same. And then you just want to message me when you can get back on.
Yeah, I'll do that. So how am
Okay.
I going to despawn with a vehicle?
Just stay in the driver's seat like you are,
Mm-hmm.
and then hit escape, and
And
then
then exit.
main menu, and then just let it count down. I wouldn't force the.
Is it going to turn off the engine and everything for me?
You can, yeah, you can do that. You can go forward a little bit. Okay, and make sure you don't go backwards at all.
All right.
And then step out and let the engine turn off. Okay, and
Okay.
then get back in, but don't go forward. Don't start
Yeah,
the engine again.
that sounds about right. Like I have a spear poking through the wall.
Oh, I gotta make sure. And when you turn the engine off,
Mm-hmm.
you do want to go forward a little bit, because that'll turn off the tail light. And right now there's a kind of a bug where the tail light will stay on if you don't do that, and then it'll drain the battery.
I see. Well, it looks like everything's turned off.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and despawn then.